Good morning and a happy Wednesday morning to you guys. Well, the announcement came that we have been waiting for a long time. Catherine appears to be cancer-free, and it wouldn't take long before Netflix tried to steal her thunder. Let's cover it. Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you should know that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has released a video where it was announced that she has completed her chemotherapy. I'm not going to read out what was in the video. I'm sure everybody has seen it. If not, there's a link to it in the description box. But I'm just going to show you some pictures before we get into the meat. Let's go. Catherine said one thing in that video, though, that really made me nervous. She said the cancer journey is complex, scary, and predictable, and that she has to stay cancer-free. And even though she's finished chemo, her path to full recovery is long, and she must take it one day at a time. That statement is making me a little bit nervous. So with that, Richard Palmer put up the following tweet. Everybody's confused, and so he then put up this tweet that kind of tries to explain what's really going on, in a way that everybody can understand. Chris Shipp decided to just go ahead and call her office, and her office confirmed she is not cancer-free. It's pretty obvious that this was taped over, I'm assuming several days, because she's in different clothing. They're all changing clothing. The man who taped the film for William and Catherine came out. He's the same guy that did their film for their 10-year anniversary and said it was a true honor to create the video. It appears that this was taped at Amber Hall, which we know was the wedding present from Queen Elizabeth when they got married. It's a 19th century Georgian country house that was built in 1802, and Queen Victoria purchased it in 1862. This is apparently where she was recouping from her chemo. GB News, of course, immediately came out. Michael Cole spoke out to discuss the video and said there's never been a royal video like it, that it was moving, intimate, candid, and bold. He said it was a masterstroke because they've never seen anything like that. They said, we've never seen a prince give his wife a kiss when they're going down to the beach. His next description was perfect. He said it's part home movie, part Hollywood. It's clever, it's glossy, it's beautifully pulled off. I myself found the video to be extremely moving, and literally I had tears in my eyes. I just think it's wonderful. It's well done movie. I mean, all the news people are coming out. They're all so angry at the way Catherine was treated, claiming she didn't have cancer, claiming when she was spotted out it was fake. Everybody was so upset. And so now that she's finished her chemotherapy, it's being reported that she will make and I'm reporting this, a limited number of public appearances in the next few coming months. And that the events will be charity events that are close to Catherine's heart. It is quite possible that Catherine may never come back to the role as we know it, and as we remember it. Hopefully she does, but it's very possible that just won't happen. Apparently, Catherine's team is evaluating what she can take on, as she comes back. They don't want to tire her out. She's still susceptible to infection, and they still have to be really careful with her. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what it is she plans on doing and when she plans on doing it. But whatever it is, I thought that in this particular video, she looked absolutely lovely. The family looked together, and so you knew something was going to happen, right? We all did. 90 minutes. It took Netflix 90 minutes to try to overshadow what was going on by releasing this information that Polo is a new documentary series that follows elite global players and offers an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the fast-paced world of the sport. From Archwell Productions and Boardwalk Pictures, premiering this December. I couldn't help but notice they didn't use Harry's name or Meghan's name because I have a feeling that their name is just so repulsive that they just don't want to use their names, because then people are absolutely not going to want to sign up and look at this footage. Not to mention the fact that polo is a sport for the uber rich. It's not football. You guys know what I'm saying. This is just not something that most people would even be remotely interested in taking a look at. I mean, I wonder, are they going to show Harry that time he headed off to a polo game on the private jet and he forgot his clubs, and the clubs have to be brought separately by a gas-guzzling Uber to the plane while it waited for him? And at the same time, I want to give a shout out to mainstream media who finally have cottoned on to the fact that this was not just a coincidence. They intentionally drop stuff whenever the royal family drops stuff. I don't think Netflix knew this was coming. I think they put it together very quickly, which is why it took 90 minutes to post. Just my opinion. So here's the weird thing. Back in February, this article came out saying, is Netflix planning to pull the plug on Harry and Meghan? You have to remember that Netflix was giving Harry and Meghan $2 to $3 million a year for production costs in order to film all of this stuff. So the question is, does Netflix own the polo show already and they're airing it, but Harry and Meghan have nothing to do with it at this point? Does that make sense what I'm saying? So they give the money to Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan produce the content, but does that mean that Netflix then owns the content and can decide whether to put it out or not? Does that make sense what I'm saying? I wonder if they're going to go into the background and look at Harry's history with some of these polo ponies. This is also the time that Meghan inserted herself. She inserts herself into everything. But this is back when she wouldn't let Harry stand next to that other woman of color. You guys remember that? And I couldn't help but notice that none of these photos are being used in the promo either. Maybe Netflix has learned something, but since they posted 90 minutes after Catherine's announcement, maybe not. Well, all I can say is this particular Twitter user, I think, speaks for all of us as to whether we would like to see this show or not. So I want to end this on kind of a high note. They talked about one of the subtle things you might have missed in the cancer update video. And one of the things they said was that Louis, cheeky Louis, yeah, that's him. That I would never have let my kids do that. That just shows you the difference. That kid is fearless. I love that kid. Boss baby. So we're going to end this video with some of the fabulous headlines that are going around the world. Here you go. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, go down into the description box where you'll find the link to video number 2. Let's go.